Welcome back. Today's topic is HTML entities. So change the title of the page to HTML entities. Delete the content from the previous video. Write hello Thanos. Save the file. You can see the output is now hello Thanos. So let's say now I want more spaces in between hello and Thanos. So how can we do that? If I click on the spacebar several times and save the file, there is no change in the output. So what's happening behind the scene? The thing is that whenever browser sees more than one space between two words, it collapses them and turns them into a single space. So no matter how many spaces you write in the code, but if you save the file, you can see there is no change in the output. So how can we add more extra spaces? For that, we have an entity in HTML which is nbsp. So what are HTML entities? HTML entities represent special characters. So these entities starts with an ampersand sign. This sign is called ampersand sign. You can write this by clicking shift and the 7 key at the same time. And then you have to give the entity name. In this case, the entity name is nbsp. Then this entity ends with the semicolon sign. So if I give the semicolon sign, now it is a complete HTML entity. So now if I save the file, you can see the Thanos word got pushed to the right. So if I copy this entity and paste this again and save the file, you can see more space in between these two words. And let's say I want more spaces, so I will copy these two and paste them, and if I save now, I have 4 spaces in between hello and Thanos. So let me clear 2 of them and save. We have 2 spaces in between hello and Thanos. Let's add a break tag and learn about more HTML entities. Save the file. Let's say you have a company name in your page like Google. There is Google, and you want to add the copyright sign before this Google text. How will you add the copyright sign? The easiest way is to use a HTML entity, and the entity name is the copy entity. So as always, the entity will start with the ampersand sign, then the entity name, and it will end with the semicolon sign. If you save the file, you can see that before the Google text, you have a copyright icon. If you add this entity after the Google text and save the file, you can see a copyright sign is after the Google text. And if you want to show the registered trademark, you can do that by another HTML entity. So write ampersand sign, then reg, and then write semicolon. If you now save the file, you can see the registered trademark sign after the copyright icon. So write the br tag again for a new line, and after that line, let's say you have a product price in your page in euro. So let's say the text is the price of the jacket is 20 euro, but the euro sign is not present on your keyboard. So how will you add the euro sign? For that, we have another entity which is euro entity. So As always, write the ampersand sign, then write euro, then write the semicolon sign and save the file. You can see the price of the jacket is 20, then the euro icon. This entity is responsible for this icon. So there are many entities in HTML. You can explore them by searching them in Google. So write HTML entities list and search, and open this first link from W3 Schools. Here you can find their detailed list of HTML entities. And one more thing, that you can write these entities in another way by using the entity number. Here is the entity number for the copy entity. So if I copy this entity number and paste here instead of this copy entity and go to the output and save the file, you can see the copy icon is still present in the file. So if I copy this again and paste again, you can see that two copyright icon before the Google text. These two are responsible for these two icon.